The first Nissan Skylines have been in existence for around 40 years, but it's not till the start of the 90s with the GTR series that the Skylines earned their renown. Skylines are well engineered and have an automotive character Nissan first designed to win in its home country's touring car championship, and they did, to such an effect that the category was abolished after Skylines won every one of the 29 races they contested. 1989 saw the release of the R32. It is officially the 8th generation of the Nissan Skyline and the first with the infamous Godzilla GTR moniker. Sometimes favoured over the more recent models, the R32 is a car which holds impressive results for a vehicle that had been developed 15 years ago. We caught up with Eddie, a true enthusiast of the R32 GTR. Eddie's gone all out on the mechanical side of his GTR, and even though he's blown his engine twice, the speed and sheer power keeps him pursuing the path of the mighty Godzilla.
This is crazy. Once you drive these cars, bro, that's it.
The 32s are a lot of a car to start with, so you wouldn't need as much power to make the car go as fast as you would with a 33.
Furthering the engineering by Nissan and its previous benchmark set by the infamous RB20, the Skyline's RB26 DETT is way more flexible. The turbo still doesn't start to spool until about 3,500 RPM, but thanks to the sheer power of the RB26 and a high compression ratio of 9:1, the engine doesn't suffer at all from too much low-end lag.
Whatever I said, you don't understand, you know what I mean? You have to drive it and feel that power.
The R32 was produced up until late '93, which saw another change in design, better known as the R33. Although the car has gained approximately 70 kilos over the R32, the 250 turbocharged horses still make for more than adequate acceleration.
My name's Sam, I'm from Broady, and I drive a GTR R33. Went for a drive in this, fell in love with first sight sort of thing, you know. I came to Raja Racing and they've modified it for me. He doesn't want to modify it no more, doesn't want to give me any more power because he reckons it's enough.
The history behind Sam and his now hot-looking pink GTR has not always been as smooth as it seems. A couple of months after taking delivery of the car, massive engine failures forced a total rebuild, work undertaken by Alan at Rajab Racing. To further the rebuild of the GTR, Sam pursued a custom colour and interior that is now certainly a head-turner.
People see that it looks nice and stuff and don't know nothing about the engine, which is better for me on the street. It's under the bonnet that counts really.
With such a newly built engine bay, Sam has yet to contest the quarter mile. He does, however, hold high hopes for his mighty pink Godzilla.
Well, I'd like to break a 10 in it. I really do want to get the into the 10-second mark, and from my mechanic's point of view, it seems to be no problem.
1998 saw the release of the well-known R34 Nissan Skyline, still with an inline 6-cylinder 2.6-litre twin-turbo engine. The main visual differences are the outer body design, different geometry on the rear wing, the guarded undercarriage, and the new GPS and engine management computer screens inside. Darren is a Melbourne-based R34 enthusiast that's built this GTT R34 with an awesome appearance. His full original Bomix body kit develops unique traits that support well the generic power and aesthetics of the R34. The R34 is much more refined than the bulky R33 and already boasts much better performance, especially when track-tuned.
34 is a pretty awesome looking car to start with, and I think they've pretty much perfected from the 32s to the 33s and the 34s and made them probably a better car altogether.
From the basic R32 up to the latest GTRs, these cars live for the twisty stuff. Thanks to an enhanced R32 suspension and the stiffness settings of the coupe, Skylines, in effect, feel smaller than they really are. The steering may feel a little light, but otherwise the car is stable and secure and shines with an excellent balanced chassis. The GTR's transmission will cope with up to 500 kilowatts of sheer abuse, so its strength is beyond reproach.
When you're talking modifying a Jap car, 9 times out of 10 people do result in wanting to modify a GTR.
The GTR was released with a kilowatt rating of just 206 due to Japan's power restrictions. However, with just a few modifications, that can be increased immensely.
You'd start off with your initial exhaust system to start with, remove the airbox and put some pod filters on, upping boost levels. You know, this is a really simple sort of way to start about them without going into great depth. Then you can work on things such as turbochargers, internals in engines to make sure they're tougher, inlet manifolds, aftermarket computer systems, and so forth. The list goes on. You hear of them making 12 and 1300 horsepower in Japan, and 12-1300 horsepower is pretty awesome.
They're a real awesome car, the GTRs, to drive, as well as how good they go. They stop, they turn. I'm actually having a bit of difficulty in stopping at the moment because of their power output. Other than that, you know, everyday cruiser, you know, you can still turn on the air conditioning when you're driving. It's just a nice car to drive.
The simple fact of being a four-wheel drive system, I mean, all your rear-wheel drive cars are going to be left behind to start with. And apart from that, I mean, you know, you've got your Subarus and whatever, but GTR remains a GTR at the end of the day. They're the Godzilla of Skylines.